So my name is Elena Valker. I'm the Department Coordinator of International Mobility for the Department of Information Engineering of the University of Padua. This is the second event of this sort that we are organizing. The first one was last year. And I will try, first of all, to present what is the goal, what are the goals and the purpose of this webinar. So the main goals of this meeting are substantially two. First of all, to give you some information for those of you who have never seen Padua and University of Padua. There's also a little bit of a presentation, very, very short, about Padua and its university. But most of all, the presentation is focused on our department and the bachelor degrees and master degrees that we offer, with special focus on the classes that we teach in English. We thought of inviting to this webinar also partners with which we have already an agreement, because our study offer up to some years ago was mainly, if not only in Italian, but since a few years we have a very rich offer of classes, and the whole practically all the master degrees are taught in English, and we are even have a bachelor degree taught in English. And after the presentation, of course, it will be my pleasure to hear possible questions from you regarding whatever, the venue, the classes, the welcoming procedures, the services, etc. And the long-term goal is, if possible, if you like it, to sign bilateral agreement either within the Erasmus Plus program or within other of the possible international mobility programs that we have, in the interest of our students. So just to give you an idea of how this webinar is organized, after this very short presentation, that the one slide that I gave you, I would like to move to a short video, because it is really true that images are much more effective than any kind of word. So we have a very short video that presents Padua, its university, and the department. Then I will resume this PowerPoint presentation to give you an idea of the department, its research areas, the bachelor and master degrees in English, and also the international mobility programs we are currently involved in. Then there will be a session of Q&As. And finally, I will conclude, with another short video that presents more the aspects that are of interest for students coming to Padua. So Veronica Costa from the international office of our university will present what are the procedures, the facilities that are available for international students. And then there will be some short presentation from 3 international students. 2 of them are still in Padua. One was an Erasmus Plus student who came to Padua last year, who described their experience at our department. Finally, if you want, there are final Q&As. I would like to mention, I will present them in detail, that are attending these meetings, one representative for each of our bachelor and master degrees, and also technical staff from the international office, both of our department and of our university. So in case you have any kind of technical question for them, they are here to answer your question. And after that, I will end with some concluding remarks. So let me get out of the PowerPoint presentation, and I will start with my video first. Wait a second, for some reason there's no audio, which I don't understand why is this the case, because yesterday was perfectly okay. I don't see any option here for the audio.
It's okay for her.
No, we can hear it.
Yeah, we can hear it.
We can hear it.
It's sound.
Yes.
Padova is a mid-sized city in the northeastern part of Italy.
Audio is
It is located very close to Venice.
Elena, do you hear us?
Sorry, let me try to open this with VLC. What is this?
Maria, in fact, it works for us.
Forgive me a second because everything was working well till yesterday and now I don't see why.
Elena, il video funziona, lo sentiamo.
Voi lo sentite? No,
Sì,
sempre...
sì, sì, noi lo sentiamo tutti.
Yes.
Tu che non senti noi.
Che strana cosa. Aspetta qua.
Vabbè.
My apologies then.
No.
I'm glad you're here, so I will proceed. Sorry.
We can hear it.
Yeah, that's very
It's
weird.
okay. It's okay.
I don't understand why I'm not hearing it. Okay, let me share. Let's go to the video. Very weird. So you hear and I don't. First time it happens to me. Okay, let's start again. My apologies.
Padova is a mid-sized city in the northeastern part of Italy. It is located very close to Venice and close to other important cities like Bologna or Milan. Padova's historical center has a dense network of old streets opening into large squares called piazze, like Piazza dei Signori, Piazza delle Erbe, with the beautiful Palazzo della Ragione. A few steps away from the piazza, there is one of the largest squares in Europe, Prato della Valle. With its wide garden surrounded by an oval canal and statues, it is one of the top places for students to meet. Padova is a very lively city. Most of the students move around with their bikes, but you can also opt for bike sharing or electric car sharing. Public transportation is spread throughout the city, and a convenient tram crosses it from north to south, passing through downtown. The university was founded in 1222 by a group of students and professors in search of the academic freedom, libertas in Latin, offered by the Republic of Venice. Inside Palazzo Bo, the oldest university building, you can still find the original podium from which Galileo used to teach. Elena Cornaro-Piscopia, the first woman who got a university degree, graduated here in 1678. The beautiful Great Hall hosts the most significant celebrations of the academic life. The anatomical theatre dates back to the 16th century and is the first permanent anatomical theatre in the world. The Botanical Garden is the world's oldest university garden to have maintained its original location. It is a UNESCO heritage site since 1997. The Goetz palm is the oldest plant in the garden. It is more than 400 years old. Students at the University of Padova have access to 6 canteens where they can have lunch, dinner and socialize. Libraries, study rooms and other facilities are conveniently located next to the main buildings and at walking or cycling distance from one another. We can provide our students with accommodation in various halls of residence. Some of them also reserve a quota for international students. If one prefers sharing a private flat with other students, a flourishing real estate market will guarantee suitable accommodation. Staying fit, despite many hours of study, will not be a problem. The KUS, University Sports Center, provides 2 large facilities where you can practice many sports: athletics, rugby, volleyball, basketball, boat races, etc. Aside from the opportunities offered by the university, Padova is a beautiful city with lots of young people and a lively social life. Foreign students will enjoy their stay here. Next to downtown is Portello area, near Piovego River, where all the engineering departments are located, including the Department of Information Engineering.
Welcome to the Department of Information Engineering. Here, more than 3,000 students cross their lives every day following our activities and courses that include applied optics, bioengineering, computer science, electronics, control theory and telecommunication. Our departments offer 4 bachelor degrees and 5 master degree courses. We have a strong international attitude, and in the last few years the number of our international students has increased, and we are looking forward to see it increasing even more. That is why 1 of our bachelor degrees and 3 of our master degrees are now completely held in English. In our courses we mix theory and application. Students have the possibility to practice in the labs what they have learned in the classes and be ready to start their working career once they end their studies. Besides the courses, students can find here a place where to study and socialize. Free Wi-Fi access, library with books in both Italian and English, study rooms and computer rooms. This was just a quick overview of our department, but to really understand what studying here means, you have to live it. And we are waiting to welcome you all.
So thank you very much. This time I was so lucky that I was able to hear it in turn, which is reassuring. So I will resume my presentation on a PowerPoint. So as you've seen, our department is very close to downtown Padova. Actually, the area of downtown Padova is this one, where we have the old and main university building, which is Palazzo Bo, which is the oldest building of the university. But we are still inside the old walls of the city. So not the core of the city, but still downtown. Here is the area which is called Portello. You've seen it in the video. And our department, this is the old area. And our department is just here. It actually consists of two buildings. This is the front one and the oldest one. And then we have another one. Just to give you a brief history of our department, at the beginning of the previous century, the chair of electrical engineering was established at the engineering faculty of Padova's university. And subsequently, a group of researchers and staff working with the chair, they formed the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineer. And for those of you who are familiar with IEEE, I find it funny that it had exactly the same acronym. So later on, the Institute split into two departments, where the historical region, of course, the electrical engineering department and electronics informatics department. So that is the reason why our department is known as the Department of Electronics Informatics. But later on in 2002, the department changed its name to have a name that was more representative of the fact that the ICT area was a little bit broader than electronics and informatics, and the name became the Department of Information Engineering. However, historically, everybody knew our department as DEI, so we have kept the acronym. Just to give you an idea with numbers of the size of our department, we have more than 160 faculty members. We have done more than 4,500 undergraduate and postgraduate students, and more than 150 PhD students, and more or less 60 postdoc fellows. Our department has been classified as a Department of Excellence by the Italian Ministry for University for the year 2018-2022. That accounts for the quality of research and the teaching and other aspects like this. Just to give you an idea of the research areas, our focus is substantially ICT, and that includes the area of electronics, control systems and automation, telecommunication, computer engineering, bioengineering, also measurement techniques, physics, and operational research. Regarding the staff, we have more than 45 administrative and technical staffs that are split into, of course, administration, libraries, secretaries. There are secretaries that who take care of the teaching activities, and others who take care of the department activities, more secretaries of the heads of the department. We have educational labs, we have research labs, ICT services, general services, and of course, everything concerned with security. We have 53 research labs and 12 teaching labs that are associated with the regular classes. We are also very proud of the number of the women who work in our department, a lot of female faculty, staff, and graduate students. Of course, we cannot deny that we have the glass ceiling, as in a lot of other places, meaning that the distribution of the women changes with moving from PhD student, postdoc, and till full professor, but we have a lot of women, in particular in certain areas, of course, like in particular the biomedical area. Regarding our study offer, we have 4 bachelor degrees, other in preparation, other 2 actually, who will reasonably be approved this year and will start in the academic year 2023-2024. And one of these bachelor degrees is in English, so the Bachelor Degree of Information Engineering. We have also 5 master degrees that are completely hosted by our department, and a master degree, which is the one on cybersecurity, which is shared with another department. So I will substantially cover only the 5 that that are completely offered by our department. I would like to mention that of these 5 master degrees, only bioengineering has still some tracks in Italian, actually 1 track in Italian and the other tracks in which there are still some exam in Italian. Computer engineering, control system engineering, ICT for Internet and Multimedia, and electronic engineering are completely in English. Just to give you, just to clarify the purpose, here there's a lot of material that I do not plan to read. I have tried to create these slides as complete as possible so that if offline you are still interested in having an idea what are the exams that are offered by our department, you can download the slides and see in detail both the degrees and the exams overall. I will just, surf on these slides reasonably fast, but this is meant to give you an idea of how rich is the offer in terms of both degrees, in case you may be interested in signing a bilateral agreement with us, and in terms of exams, if you are only interested in an exchange period for your student. So we have as a bachelor degree, 1 bachelor degree in completely taught in English, which is the bachelor degree in information engineering. And it's the first bachelor study track completely held in English in our engineering school. This is a bachelor degree, which is, just because it's the only one in English, it aims to be as broad and multidisciplinary as possible. In fact, students who take this bachelor are substantially exposed after the physical and mathematical foundations to all the disciplines characterizing information engineering. So control systems, electronics, telecommunication, computer science, bioengineering. But one of the nice aspects of this bachelor degree is that students at the 3rd year have a lot of freedom in choosing all the exams. So substantially they can, I would kindly ask those of you who have the microphone open in this moment to mute. The good thing is that at the end of this path, after students have been exposed to all the disciplines, they can choose at the last year to focus specifically on one of the areas. Just to give... Excuse me. Let me see. Okay. So just to give you an idea, you may see here that we have as I mentioned, just to give you a brief idea. So we have fundamental exam, compulsory exam, like calculus, algebra, physics, both 1 and 2, of course, and some basic exams about data structure and algorithm, probability theory, signal and system, etc., electronics, communication control theory. And then we have a very large class of elective exams that are both, let's say, more theoretically oriented and aim to bring the students to the master degree of their choice after that. And a list of labs, as you see, with covering practically all the areas. Sorry. Okay. Then we have the master degree in bioengineering. As I mentioned before, sorry, there may be that I skipped one. Yes. The master degree in bioengineering has 5 tracks. One of them, which I will not cover just for this reason, is entirely in Italian. So the industrial bioengineering track. And then we have 4 tracks, digital health and clinical engineering, biomedical data analysis and modeling, bioengineering for neuroscience, rehabilitation bioengineering, that on the contrary are prevalently in English, but also still have some exams in Italian. Just to give you an idea of, you see with those with her English, the British flag, of course, are taught in English. Those in black are Italian exams. And you have a very, very broad choice of exams that one can take. Moving to the other 2 tracks, we have a bioengineering for neuroscience. Here you see you have even neurophysiology, neurocomputation, neurotechnology, biomarkers, precision medicine, mathematical cell biology, and so on, deep learning applied to neuroscience, rehabilitation. So very, very large offer covering all the areas of bioengineering. Moving to computer engineering, this is a master degree completely in English. It has 4 tracks, 4 curricula. that are called artificial intelligence and robotics, bioinformatics, high performance and big data computing, web information and data engineering. These are the mandatory courses. I mean, for you, maybe it's not so important to understand what are the mandatory and what are the elective, but there are other activities that are common to all the curricula. But this gives you an idea of how broad is the offer. This is the track artificial intelligence and robotics. This is the track on bioinformatics. You have also bioinformatics, inferential statistics, computational genomics. Then we have high performance and big data computing with parallel computing, big data computing, bioinformatics, etc. Web information data engineering, and here we have again a number of mandatory courses and a very large number of elective courses. Moving to control systems engineering. Control system engineering is another master degree completely in English. In this case, we have a core of 5 exams that are compulsory for the students, and then we have 4 tracks: robotics, machine learning, industrial, and complex systems. You see here in these 4 boxes what are the exams that characterize the tracks. But I mean, this is just to give substantially a guideline to the students. By guideline, but the students can mix, choose one exam from one track, one exam for the other, etc. So it's just to tell them what is the rationale with which we design the tracks, but they have the complete freedom to choose the exam that they prefer. And in addition to these mandatory courses and the courses that are specific for the tracks, these are the other courses that the students can take. Some of them are substantially offered specifically for the control systems engineering. Other are offered by other master degrees. Then we moved to electronic engineering, who became a master degree completely in English only this year. This master degree has 6 tracks: non-electronics and photonics, electronics for energy, integrated circuits, biomedical and healthcare, consumer electronics and domotics, smart industry and automotive. Again, I know it's a kind of too much information, but as I mentioned before, I'm just browsing over these slides to give you an idea of how many exams in English and how varied their contents are. Then if you're interested, you can offline take a look at what specifically you're interested in. So these are the exams. There are mandatory courses in light blue, and then elective courses in packages yellow and green. Same here for consumer electronics and domotics, smart industry and automotive. And finally, we have the master degree of ICT for Internet and Multimedia. It has 4 curricula: telecom, cyber systems, photonics, life and health. Each of them is in turn split into 2 tracks. So substantially, it's like we had 8 tracks for students, a lot of flexibility. So this is the telecommunication curriculum with the track communication technologies and the track smart industry 4.0. We have cyber systems that splits in 2 tracks: internet and security, multimedia and digital arts. Photonics and quantum, of course, as the name says, the tracks are one photonics and the other quantum information. In this case, we have fiber optics, photonic devices, and then depending on which track, we have different compulsory and elective courses. And then ICT for life and health. One is medical ICT and the other machine learning for healthcare. You see here also mandatory exam and elective classes. Not only, but this is the large set of courses that are offered to students, for whatever track they have chosen. So again, a very rich selection. Okay. So, this was a very fast presentation of the master degrees and the only bachelor degree that are taught in English. But if you are interested in further to get further information, of course, you can either download this presentation or look at this website, degrees.dei.unipd.it, where the information is always kept updated. So when we will also approve the new bachelor degree, we'll also find information about those two. Just to give you a brief idea of the international mobility programs our department is involved in, we have Erasmus Plus, of course, both for study and for trainship. We belong to the SAMP, Swiss European Mobility Program. We are also part of the Time Network, which we take very proud of. And we also have an Ulisse program, which is substantially a program that assembles a huge number of bilateral agreements with a number of universities that range from Boston University, New South Wales, Sydney, but there's also California University and a lot of universities in Asia. We have the Dept Virtual Mobility Program, and also there are double degree programs specifically for master degrees, in particular for ICT, for Internet and Multimedia students. And this is substantially the end of my presentation, my PowerPoint presentation. So I stop sharing in case you have questions or you have comments, or if anybody needs any kind of information. So we are here to answer. And possibly, of course, I will restore the PowerPoint slide. I would like, as I mentioned before, to mention that we have here a number of colleagues who are willing to answer your questions for each specific bachelor and master degree. And also we have staff from International Office. So we have Roberta Pellizzaro, Zoltan Dennis, and Sara Borgato for the International Office of the department. And Luisa Bortolini, I see, and I've been told there was also Irene Occhipinti. Oh yeah, I see her.
Yes.
From the National Office of the university, in case you have questions. See. Oh, please, Roberto, if you want.
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, sure.
Yeah, okay. I am from the University of Magdeburg. We have already an agreement. So I am from the Faculty of Electrical Engineering and Information Technology. We have already an agreement since a short time ago. And in order to increase the possibility of get candidates for Erasmus exchange, I would like to ask, where can I find the contents of the modules? Because I want to make some kind of a matrix comparing the modules in your faculty and in our faculty, and prepare or make it easier to prepare the learning agreements.
Sure. If you refer to the website that I proposed to you, which is the degree.dei.unipd.it, substantially you have a concise presentation. Then from there, you are forwarded to the website of the university, which is there's an English version, which is en.didactica.unipd.it. Actually, Zoltan Dennis, I noticed that put this in the chat.
Yeah.
So if you go there, you find all the programs of all the classes with their syllabus. There's also a website which is the syllabus. I can. And there's also the website where all the syllabus of the courses are given. They are even more detailed because they even tell you if the exam has lab, how many are labs more or less, what are how the exams is taught, what is the type of exams. So they are very complete. So in case, in addition to the one of Didactica, there's also the one with syllabus.
Okay, thank you. I think in the next time, I will prepare some kind of exchange matrix, and I may maybe share it with you to see if there are also interest from your faculty side to send the students.
Sure, that would be great. Yes, thank you very much, Roberto. So I see, okay, I answer first. There's a question in the chat from Sophie Bernard. Could you give us the contacts of the chair of the master programs? Yes, sure. I don't know if Roberta is able to do it live, inserting in the chat, but if not, in any case, at the end, after the presentation, we will send you the list of a reference person for each master degree. Okay. Catherine, I see that you raise your hand.
Yes, a very nice way to do these presentations. I think that gives very much. So I'm pleased to be able to join. We also have an agreement, and we have had some students with you. I can't remember if we have received any, but we are also giving masters taught in English. And we are now starting to planning for having their third year on the bachelor's level taught in English in electronics and computer science. So we would be interesting to talk more about the possibility of both sending student on the bachelor level and receive students. So, but I will have a look. I work at the International Relations Office, but I will talk with my colleagues, the professors in the other department, and most likely we will come back and try to contact you and discuss what is possible and what your students can do when they go abroad and during what years.
Sure, that would be great. Yes, yeah. We're also interested in exploring more international mobility. We have the same. I mean, I seem to use the situation that you have. A student always choose to do international mobility at the master degree. Well, the bachelor, they're a little bit more conservative. Yeah. It's also partly our fault, I cannot deny. But since we have now a bachelor degree with a lot of flexibility, this flexibility would allow, would encourage much more international mobility, because so that would be great if we would exchange our programs, definitely.
Yeah, so we'll get back to you with that information.
Thank you very much, Catherine. So I've seen another question in the chat from Julian Roth.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
The first thing I would like to thank you for this present. It's very nice. I am Dr. Hassan Kanakir from Israel University, Jordan. I am the head of the cybersecurity department. Could you please? I would like to ask you about the cybersecurity, especially. What are the topics you are covered in your cybersecurity?
I leave the answer to Michele Rossi, who is the representative of ICT. So he is probably the person who can better answer your question. Michele, please.
And excuse me, I want to ask about the practical. Can you focus about the practical?
The practical, you mean the labs?
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, I believe the labs, we still have to improve on that front. I'm not responsible for the cybersecurity master. I'm responsible for the ICT, multimedia and internet master that was presented before. And there we have cybersecurity courses, mostly right now theoretical oriented, and like cryptography or cybersecurity for the internet. These kind of things. And we do have some labs on Internet and Multimedia that are given in English. Let me open my own.
If you prefer to share, or you can also share, I can allow you.
I'm going to
check
my own documents. Yes, I can do for my degree now, but I need to open my documents here.
If you want, Michele, in case we can move on, and I see that Guillermo has raised his hand, and after we have answered Guillermo's answer, then you can answer back to Hassan. Okay.
Yeah, I will say now in my own degree that I'm responsible for, we have like a path, which is in Internet and Security, which is actually the path, and especially for the cybersecurity part, we have some digital forensics, which has some lab activity actually, and then is a course that we teach the master. When we have information security, which is like a theoretical oriented, theory oriented course. And then we also have cryptography. But I would say if you're interested in lab activity, this one is, we need to improve on that for the cybersecurity, let's say, topic. It is better if you refer to the cybersecurity. I don't know if you, Elena, have also the cybersecurity master here in this offer.
No, because
okay.
I focus only on the master degree that are
okay.
our department.
I added in the chat the link to the contents of the cybersecurity course.
Okay. Yes, this is the master degree that was recently started here at the department, especially for the cybersecurity topic.
Okay, Azan, I don't know if this, really, admittedly, the cybersecurity was not one of the focus of this presentation because it is focused with another department. So we're not completely prepared to fully answer your question because we have only a partial involvement in that master degree. So I would move to Guillermo, I've seen that he raised his hand.
Hello, good morning. Thank you very much for your presentation. It was very useful. I belong to the University of Valladolid, and at the moment, the university has bilateral agreements in the area of mathematics and also in the area of statistics. And some of our students are going there because we have a double degree in mathematics, in statistics with computing, but we need to open a bilateral agreement if we want to send our students to the Department of Informatics. And I would like to know who I have to contact to start or to try to start or to sign this bilateral agreement. I have sent an email to a person called Sultan Deniz.
That is fine. If you contact the international office of our department, Zoltan is one of the members of the international department mobility office. So we will answer and we'll bring it, we'll make the agreement and bring it to the university level, so the international office of the university.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. Okay, wonderful.
Thank you. You're welcome. I've seen also that Julianne posed me a question that I was trying to answer, but then she found, she found the material by clicking on the details of the courses. So regarding the syllabus is not. Is not, as a PDF, it's a website. In the website, you find a syllabus for each specific master degree and bachelor degree, and you find, information on all the courses. As I mentioned before, it's a very extensive, meaning that it gives you a very deep idea of what is the content of the course, but also the exams, what kind of, whether it's a practical exam or a theoretical exam, whether it involves lab or not. What are the textbooks? So in case you are interested in understanding really what is the content, that is the main website where you can find this information in detail. The Didactica gives you more an overview of what is the study offer, the study plans. I've seen that Zoltan has already put the email address of our international office in case you want to contact them. So in order to start any kind of agreement. Yes, I will share the slides. I will send you all information about, let me write it down so that I'm sure I'm not missing anything. I will give you, it is at this point is almost everything in the chat except for the syllabus, but I will send you the information about how to get the syllabus, how to get the website for the Didactica, the email address, but probably you know it because maybe, unless you have been contacted by one of our colleagues directly, you probably have been contacted by Zoltan through the email of the international office. Yes, let me answer the questions in the chat. Abdullah, yes, we will share the slides. We will share also information about the syllabus and about, all the study plans about the various master degree. Luis, yes, you can use the international@day.unipd.it to approach us for the Erasmus agreement, but of course then it needs to be brought from the department level to the university level. So thanks. You're welcome. Is there any other question? If not, I would move to the second video. Let me share again. It's optimized, share. Hope I hear it this time. So.
Welcome to the International Relations Division of the University of Padua. Here at the Mobility Unit, we're in charge of Erasmus Agreement, but mainly we take care of exchange students from all programs, both incoming and outgoing. As for the incoming students, we help them throughout all the phases of their mobilities. From the very beginning, before coming here, when they have to deal with their nomination, application and enrollment, till the very end, at the end of their stay, when you have to receive the transcript of records and the attendance certificate. We also have some desks at the school and department level that will help them with their learning agreements. We organize welcome events to help them to get to know a little bit better our university and also the Italian culture. Therefore, they will have access to Italian classes and also to some digital programs for the pre-mobility phase. So we're here, we're ready, and we're looking forward to welcoming all incoming students here at the University of Padua.
Hello, my name is Samira, and I'm an electronic engineer from Venezuela. Currently, I'm enrolled in the second year of the master degree in control system engineering here at Padua University.
Hi, my name is Mazen Mel. I came from Tunisia here. I first started studying here at the University of Padua as an exchange student within the Erasmus program. And then I've decided to complete the master's degree here at the University of Padua.
Hi guys, my name is João. I'm a Portuguese Erasmus student. I came to Padua because I wanted to get a full scholarship, a full experience in good education, meeting a lot of people, and that's exactly what I've gotten thus far.
What I liked about the University of Padua is the freedom provided for students to choose whatever career they want to, and reflect in future to their professional careers. So students can choose among ample courses or teaching materials and then build up the professional profile or they want to complete in the future.
It's a university with great reputation in engineering areas. The teaching level is very high. It's kind of hard, but after the first few classes you get the hang of it and you start feeling integrated. My classes are actually in Italian, so that was kind of a challenge for me to learn. But as I said, after the first few weeks, you'll get it down, no problems.
What I like the most is the fact that we are being prepared for the today's and tomorrow technological world, discussing about real-world applications, about state-of-the-art technologies, and also we have had the opportunity to talk to representatives of different companies, and we realize that what we are learning is what they need, is what we can offer once we finish our master.
Everybody's been very nice to me, the teachers, the students. Even before I arrived, the teachers were already sending me emails and making me feel welcome.
What I like about Padua is somehow the close relationship between the city and the university. The university is spread out across the city, and students, you don't feel like alone. There are always students, whether Italians or international, are anywhere in Padua, and you can easily meet and know new people from many different backgrounds.
The city is very connected to the university. There's a lot of parties, there is a lot of fun. It's located in a great place, so we get to go to Venice. It's really close, it's only half an hour away. Verona is very close as well. You get to go everywhere. If you catch a flight, you may even go to countries nearby.
I do recommend the university for international students. The university hosts a lot of international students, and we find the support we needed, whether in academia or outside in the city. The university is very helpful when it comes to administrative issues, and it understands the issues that each and every international students bring with them.
It's a university with a lot of history, so you get to sense it, and you get to sense the work that everybody puts in every day. And it's all around the best experience. I recommend you to come to Padua.
This opportunity of sharing with people from different nationalities is something that I would strongly recommend. The experience of studying abroad is amazing, and Padua is a nice city with friendly and welcoming people, so I encourage people to live this experience.
Here we are. I've seen that, Professor Gaida raised his hand. Do you have questions?
Yeah, good morning. How are you, everybody? Thank you very much for this important webinar. Actually, I'm Prof. Gaida Aburuman, ISRA University President Assistant for International Affairs. Through our office, we keen to collaborate with your university, Padova University, in different issues. The most important one is through Erasmus Plus projects and Unipd. I don't know if your university is a partner in Unipd also. In addition to that, we keen to collaborate in ICM, International Credit Mobility, with in different issues. And as I noticed now, there are too many cross-references and same faculties between both sites. We can collaborate with each other. I will leave my email on chat in order to continue our collaboration and to continue if there is any other fields such as dual programs, sharing conferences, sharing workshops, in different issues. We open our hands to all kinds of collaboration with your university. We have 3 Erasmus Plus projects with different universities. Some of them are from Italy. And this is a very important thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Gaida. Yeah, well, we're very happy. If we exchange information and possibly come to an agreement, and it would also be very interesting to explore the possibility of sharing other seminars or stuff like that. Yeah, that would be great. I've seen that there's a question from Julien wrote in the chat. The question is, can exchange students choose their courses from all the program offered under DEI, or do they need to apply and stick to a certain degree, for instance, ICT? Actually, our students who come from abroad not only can choose from every master degree, bachelor degree that we offer at our department, but also from even from the other departments of engineering, and even outside of engineering. So yeah, they have the maximum flexibility. We do not strongly recommend that they sample from each department because their life may be too complicated, especially there's a problem with the schedule, which may not be compatible. But other than that, they have the maximum flexibility. Our university has always allowed foreign students to choose their study plan, without any constraint of degree or department. Okay, thanks, Gaida, for the address. Spanish student of bachelor for degree can go for master degree. Guillermo, can you explain better this question? So you mean that while they are enrolled in the fourth year of bachelor, if they can choose exam from the master degree, or you're saying after completing the bachelor?
Well, I mean that normally we have students that they are going for Erasmus in the 4th year, so they have problems to find courses in bachelor degrees abroad. So some of them want to go for courses in master degree to choose.
I think that there's no problem. Yes, they can apply for master degree courses. There's no limitation.
And what about the language requirements that you have for English? I suppose that is a B2 level.
Yes.
And in the case of Spanish students, do they need to show any official for Italian courses? Because normally Spanish students go to Italy and they are able to study in Italian even without having previous knowledge. Do they ask for official requirements for that?
I leave the final question to Roberta or to Zoltan, whoever wants to answer from the international office, because they know better than me the specific constraint. But in general, if they come here to take master degree courses that are taught in English, there's absolutely no way why we ask them to be fluent in Italian. And honestly, in our experience, Spanish students after a month speak Italian fluently, almost. So there's not a. But I do believe there's no requirement. But I mean, Roberta or Zoltan or Sara, do you want to answer this?
I think it's better if Irene Occhipinti or Luisa Bottolini can answer this question.
Yes,
I don't need the answer
everybody.
now. No worry, I don't need the answer now.
I can answer in just one moment.
Me.
It's very easy. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So in the application form, we ask all students to upload a certificate of a language depending on the language of instruction of the course they want to attend. So if they want to attend courses held in Italian, we require a A2 level of Italian. If they attend courses offered in English, we require a B1 level, at least a B1 level. They have to upload the certificate within 15 days before the beginning of the semester. So they have enough time to improve their language skills if at the moment of the selection they don't speak English or Italian. So by 15 days before the beginning of the semester, they will have to upload these certificates in the application form. Okay. So of course, if they attend courses only in English, there is no need to upload the Italian certificate. But if they choose to attend both classes in Italian and in English, we require 2 certificates.
Is there any other question? I've seen one in the chat. Pilar, I wonder if you offered the incoming Erasmus student the possibility to do a final project, bachelor master thesis. If so, how much ECTS are there? 12 ECTS for bachelor and for master? Yes, Pilar. I mean, foreign students can come to our department and develop the final project. For the bachelor the degree, normally we have only 3 credits unless students choose to do also an internship period, in which case it really much depends on the degree. But if they can simply choose one of to develop the final project in one of the bachelor degrees where I mean the bachelor thesis, the final project is a little bit more extensive, so they probably can go up to surely up to 9. So it's 3 + 6. I don't know if they can go up to 12. Honestly, I don't recall in this moment what is the number of credits given to the internship, but I mean, maybe Roberta can tell me. Regarding the master, the minimum is in our department is 18, actually more like 21. And but in a lot of master degrees, the master thesis now can reach 30 ECTS. So it's a whole semester, the whole second semester of the second year. I leave to, I mean, Roberta and Zoltan and Sara, who has more broad information about the various bachelor degree, to answer the question if what is the maximum that a bachelor thesis can be worth.
Yes, I confirm actually what Professor Valker says. So there's not that much. I mean, you can get to 30 credits if you select generally a combination, even here, between the final project, let's say, and also an internship. So if you mix them both, you might get to 30 credits. So there is this possibility. I mean, be it also, we have a sort of a, let's say, internal internship, which is called, which is not exactly an internship, is called research training. So it's a sort of a training on research. Okay, so we have this type of activity that your students can choose while they are here. So once they come here and they want to do their master thesis, so if your master thesis in your universities is of 30 credits minimum at the master level, you can have this opportunity.
So just to be complete, regarding the bachelor degree, do you have a recollection, Zoltan or Roberta or Sara, about what is the maximum credits that a student can get for the bachelor project, meaning putting together the final project and the internship? Is it 9 or 12? I don't recall.
I mean, in the bachelor degree in computer engineering, if they choose the internship is of 9 credits, so you can get to 12. Yes.
Okay.
Can I add an information about that? Actually, for Erasmus students, I mean, in a university level, we are quite flexible about thesis, because students can also do only thesis research depending on the amount of credits they have to gain in their own university. So if they find professor in Padova who is available to do the supervisor for them, they can also have less credits. The thing is that they only do thesis research and they will not graduate in Padova, of course. So this is not a strict rule to follow to obtain the 30 credits or the 12 credits, because this activity in Padova for Erasmus students is quite free. They don't have to follow the same rules as for students enrolled in a full degree course, because of course they don't have to graduate here. So they can build a different project with a professor who do the supervisor.
Oh, good to know. I didn't know, Irene. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Is there any other question? Well, if not, then I would. Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I sent that several requests for information, I mean slides, etc. So I would like to thank you very much, all of you, for participating in this meeting. Really, I mean, both the international partners, representatives, and the staff of the university. And well, looking forward to see you here and to see your students here. And if you have questions, do not hesitate to contact me or to contact the international office. Thank you very much and have a nice day.
Thank you very much to you all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
everyone.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.